Welcome back to Real Phonies, where we take a love for movies and television and combine it with very little knowledge about movies and television. I'm your host, Christian. Joined with me, as always, are my co-host, Joseph.
Hello.
And Jehu.
I like how each one of those intros is just like a little journey for you. Everyone's a little different.
Yeah. I try that on purpose.
It's beautiful. I love it.
I don't want it to be the exact same every time, because if I did, I'd just record it once and we just put it at the beginning.
That's fair.
We're doing news. I would tell you it's the latest happenings in Hollywood, but it's not.
I was going to say, it's been so long since we've been news. I can remember thinking, man, the next time we do news, I want to talk about Argyle. And that shit's out.
Yeah, I think the strike was still going on.
Yeah.
I think SAG-AFTRA was still on strike when we did the news last. So, most of this is fairly recent. There's like 3 months in there we probably skipped. But there's some important things. I don't know. What do we start with here? I'm going to start with probably the least important thing. Still interesting. They announced a live-action Zelda movie, directed by Wes Ball, produced by old Avi Arad, or however you say that guy's name, who made the Spider-Man movies. This could be awesome.
Right.
Remind me, Wes Ball, what did he do?
I think he's doing the new Planet of the Apes movie. Mm-hmm. I can't remember. There's something else he did that I remember being good.
He did the Maze Runner movies, which none of us have seen.
Nope, that's correct.
So we have no idea if those are any good.
People generally think they're fine adaptations, I think. He did write a tweet like 12 years ago where he was like, if I could make my own Avatar movie, it would be Legends of Zelda.
Yeah.
So listen, manifesting works.
Sure.
I mean, that sounds like a good jumping off point for it, because my worry with this is how successful Super Mario Brothers were, and they would just apply that same formula. Mm-hmm. Jokes. And you can't do that with Zelda. Zelda, you kind of have to take a little serious. It's a fantasy.
Definitely a fantasy story. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of recency bias with Legend of Zelda. And don't get me wrong. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, I think I'm probably the only person at this table who's played them, are the best games. They are the best games. But I don't want to just do an adaptation of that story.
Yeah.
Just pull a little bit from all of Zelda and
Right.
make something new and cool. Or just do Ocarina of Time.
What do you do with Link in the...
You got to make him talk.
Right. Is it just, hey, yeah?
Yeah.
See, I love Ocarina of Time, but I think I would do Wind Waker.
Wind Waker would be, I think, gorgeous to look at.
I just like the idea of a younger Link, like a baby Link. But
I think Wind Waker could be really good. Of course, Majora's Mask could be good. And again, the latest two.
Boy, time loop movies and stories definitely have been on a roll the last few years. So for sure, Majora's Mask could fit into that genre.
Yeah, I don't think you can do Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom yet, because those games are about Zelda as a whole. Like, it's hard to describe it without spoiling the whole fucking thing. But either way, it could be cool. Who do you cast besides Tom Holland?
right. I mean, that's a good question.
Got to be someone we probably don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
And who's rushing to take that role?
I mean, probably anybody who wants a job, but...
You're going to be hated. No matter what.
I think maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I believe that. I think there's always going to be the haters who are going to hate it from the get-go, but I think there are plenty of people who like the property and would get excited for a movie about a thing that they like.
I'm pretty against AI, but if you want to use AI to bring back Alan Rickman to play Ganon, I'm on board with that.
That would be cool.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, Ganon's a big one because I think it's just going to be, he's got to be motion capture, right? Like, it could be literally anybody. Either way.
Mark Strong.
Ooh, Mark Strong would be real good.
Is he even alive? I haven't seen him in forever.
I would imagine he's got to be in Argyle. I don't feel like Matthew Vaughn makes a movie without him.
Also, when we're going down that road, Jason Isaacs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Also good.
Jason Isaacs would be good, too. All good choices.
Yeah. Zelda, whoever would play Zelda, is somebody I don't know, and that's fine, because I'm old
too.
and I shouldn't know.
I mean, the name's going to come up, I think, again later in the news, but Caitlin Dever would probably be good.
Yeah.
That's a great jumping off point.
Yeah.
She would be a good choice. But I think we are just homers at this point. We just would cast her in anything. Yeah. Which she has been cast in The Last of Us Season 2 as Abby, which, again, talking about a person who's going to be hated.
Sure.
Because for everyone who hasn't played the game, listen, if you played the game, most people hated Abby already. But if you haven't played the game, you're going to hate Abby when the show comes out. And you're supposed to, I think.
I guess so. I don't think that's what the game is about.
No. I just think that you were supposed to be attached. I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yes.
I think if she is going to do that, she better use her full tilt justified voice. Because that'll sound great evil.
Yeah, I think she's going to kill this role.
Look, she needs to do a few more push-ups.
I mean, they all need to do. Yes. Abby is jacked.
Yeah, that's my only qualm as far as, I don't know if accuracy is the right
if
way.
Chuck can play a superhero,
Yeah,
literally
look,
anybody
you're
can.
not wrong. I think acting chops-wise, she's absolutely the right person for it.
Yeah.
I think she is going to very well capture kind of that stewing inner rage kind of thing.
Yeah. What was the name of the movie she had this year that we did on here, the UFO one?
No One Will Save You?
Yes. That should have been on my top 5, or at least an honorable
You know,
mention. That movie's
that's
good.
fair.
When I left that day, that was the one I thought that one should have been on the top 5. That maybe should have been above Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. That shit was good. I'm excited to see her in this part. First season's great. There's nothing about this casting that makes me nervous. Ian, very negative because she's not already buff.
Yeah.
Right.
Ian doesn't believe you can get buff, I guess.
I mean, isn't what's her name? Bella buff for her new movie? What's her name? Used to Twilight.
Kristen
Oh,
Stewart?
yeah.
Yeah, I think she's buff for some new
I don't
80s
think
cocaine movie.
she's the buff one.
Okay. Well, I think she's got buff with the other one,
Maybe,
right?
but the buff
I
one
know
is
the
her
other girl's
girlfriend.
like Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name. She was in Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Boy, 10 years ago, Kristen Stewart also would have been a great Abby.
Do you think so?
I do.
I don't know that I agree.
Well,
with
I
that.
mean, she does, particularly 10 years ago when people were just waiting to hate her.
Yeah.
They were looking for a reason to hate her. She probably would have been.
I mean, someone, I don't remember who, you might have said, or Ian might have said it about her being short. This whole cast is
They're
short. people.
tiny. They're tiny little people.
So I think it's probably fine.
I mean, I think actors are by and large short people.
Yeah.
They use tricks to make them see large.
As long as we assume that Last of Us takes place in Oompa Land, we're fine.
Right.
Do we think all of this is going to fit in one season, or is it going to bleed over?
It's got to be 2 seasons,
Yeah.
100%.
Do we think the important thing will happen in season 1 or season 2?
No, it's definitely season 1. I
Yeah.
think it'll break it up the same way the games break it
Yeah,
up.
I
which
agree.
is going to be good. I think it was a great storytelling
It's
tech.
gonna fuck people up.
Yes,
is what it's gonna
good.
do.
It should.
Yeah. All right. What else we got on here? Top Gun 3.
Yep.
Apparently happening, which is weird. I don't know if you guys saw the timing of this announcement.
I didn't.
I didn't.
So Tom Cruise has left Paramount
Oh.
and gone to Warner Brothers.
Oh, really?
The next day, Paramount announces Top Gun 3.
Yeah.
So I think he's probably got this and one more Mission Impossible under
Right.
contract with them, and then he's probably going to be Hal Jordan. That's my guess.
Fair enough.
I'm pretty on board with that.
Yeah. 60-year-old
I mean,
Hal Jordan.
I
65-year-old Hal Jordan by the
By the
time
time
it
it comes out,
happens.
you're right.
I still would like for the main Green Lantern to be Jon Stewart, but that still sounds pretty cool.
Listen, Glenn Powell coming back, fucking Miles Teller coming back. That second one's a perfect movie.
It really is.
Sign me up.
We talked about this when we did the episode, but as far as like passing the torch of franchises go, I think this one has the best young cast of anyone that I've seen. Like I hated them the least that I've ever hated young people. So I'm game for this.
But also, I think Tom Cruise is the Hulk Hogan of acting. He's only ever going to pass the torch to himself.
Sure, that's fair.
That's the interesting thing about this is, like, to your point, I could have watched another Top Gun movie and Maverick not been in it.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I would have been so fine with, like, Rooster being the lead of Top Gun 3. I mean, I'm not upset that Maverick's in it.
Right.
But
I also don't know like what you do story-wise because I don't feel like you can play it either way where he's just the instructor or you pull the same trick as last time where he's the instructor but then at the last second swoops in and is leading the pack.
Right.
you can't do that.
You can't do either one.
He's got to be out of the Navy. Like, that is one of the biggest gripes and complaints I have with the second one is it makes no sense that dude would still be in the Navy.
Right.
He's got to be out of the Navy for it.
When you texted us about this, I immediately wanted to say something smart ass about it, but I couldn't because I'm excited.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
one of the few things where I was like, okay, fuck yeah, I'm on board. That's great. Let's do this. Speaking of, return to franchises, Danny Boyle and Alex Garland coming back for 28 years later.
Sign me the fuck up, man. I'm in.
I've never seen the second one, but I will now.
It's not bad. I'll tell you. I don't think did Alex
Harold
Garland write
Perrineau in that?
it? I think Idris Elba's in that.
Dude, you're going to make me feel real racist if I'm
It might both be in it. Robert Carlyle's in it.
Yeah, Robert Carlyle's in it. It's not as good as the first one, but it's almost an entirely different
Yeah, it's totally
movie.
different. And honestly, I kind of wanted to do that same thing this time
Yeah.
around.
Well,
Like-
I mean, it has to be
Yeah.
28 years in this world. Like, what could it even be?
Well, I mean, like, it's a different genre of movie than the first one is.
Right.
Harold Perrineau is in it.
Woo, good.
Idris Elba's also in it.
Oh, thank goodness. We're both right.
I also like
neither racist.
I also like that we reached all the way to Robert Carlyle, and none of us remember that Jeremy Renner's in this fucking movie.
I don't remember Jeremy Renner being in that movie.
He's the top billed cast.
God.
I don't think I was even paying attention to that dude at this point. That was before Hurt Locker, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Listen, the first one, again, kind of a perfect movie.
It's one of my all-time favorites.
And these two are the ones responsible for it. Cool, they're coming back. I don't know. What else can you say?
And Cillian Murphy has been on record in previous interviews to say if there's ever a script for it, he'll come back for it, which I'm also all on board for.
Yeah, that's what a great kind of introduction to the world for Cillian Murphy in that movie.
Yeah.
I think because that part is just amazing. And rumors that they could start a trilogy, I don't give a shit. Just make the first one right. Do that one right.
Right.
Just make that should just be our tagline at this point. Just make a fucking movie.
Just make a really good movie, and then the franchise will start itself.
Yeah.
You don't have to plan the franchise first.
I don't know. We could go in this, but this is really why Iron Man works so well, because Iron Man is a standalone movie all the way until that end credit scene.
Right.
But that movie's done. You
right.
know what I mean? They make the movie and they're like, you know what we could do?
Right.
And just make this movie
right.
without any plans of making more, and then we'll see what happens. The big Star Wars news that just came out on at 9:30 on a Tuesday morning on Twitter, which is that Jon Favreau is directing a movie that's titled Mandalorian and Grogu.
Oh, is that really the title?
That is the title of it right now.
That's got to change.
That's a bad title.
Yeah, they're going to change that.
No
surely.
way you're putting Grogu in the title of the thing. But, good for Jon Favreau.
Yeah. I mean, this is basically we're making the TV work. We can't make the movies work. Let's make the TV into a movie.
Yeah. And
I'm fine with that.
They're undecided if season 4 of Mandalorian will still happen or if this kind of takes its place, but whatever. Who cares? If it's I think the general complaint for me in the Mandalorian show, and it's true for all 3 seasons, especially 2 and 3, is that there's there's filler. It's go to this planet, do this thing. And if we're taking that 4.5 hours and we're cutting it down to 2, probably pretty good stories each time. So, I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
My thing is, first off, did the Mandalorian take the nosedive immediately after we named Baby Yoda? Was it the best it ever was before he had a name?
You're not far.
I mean, here's the thing. I think it was better when it was more filler.
Yeah.
When every episode wasn't moving the mythology forward.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess you could say that naming the baby, because once you name the baby, it really starts moving along a path.
Yeah. But also, I still haven't watched The Mandalorian Season 3, and I'm probably not going to. So, am I going to be left out of this movie? Are we going to start everybody from scratch at the beginning of this movie?
Let me tell you the only thing you think you need to know, okay?
Uh-huh.
And it happened in Book of Boba Fett. Grogu comes back.
Yeah.
Right.
That entire story, I like Mandalorian Season 3 because I liked a Mandalorian central story. I like that with the name of the Mandalorian, it doesn't have to be Din Djarin. That is my opinion. The internet grossly disagrees with me on that one. But it's a story about Mandalore than it is that character. Mm-hmm. So I think if you're making a movie about these 2 characters, you probably don't need to watch it.
I hope not. Also, when was the last time there was a Star Wars movie?
Tross.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I was like, it's been a hot minute.
Yeah. December 2019.
They've really been sitting on that on the movie front.
So they've announced 3 others. The Rey movie, Dawn of the Jedi by, what's his butt, who made Indiana Jones, Dial of Destiny, and then Dave Filoni's movie. So, and it was weird at that point where they didn't announce a Jon Favreau movie, because Jon Favreau was the one who brought the show back. He wanted Force Awakens, I guess, and Lucasfilm told him no. It seems like he's probably been in the running for a long time for one of these, but I don't know. I don't know if this is the right move to make this the next movie in theaters, personally.
I mean, I think if they do, they've got to kick it up a notch.
100%.
It can't just be an episode of The Mandalorian.
Yep.
You know what? Something you just said, though, reminded me. I have a news item in the form of a question.
Okay.
The preview for that Indiana Jones video game, is that just a snake eating its own tail? Is that Indiana Jones ripping off that game that India rips off Indiana Jones?
Uncharted?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, that's what I thought when I saw it.
And funny enough, you say that. Uncharted, PlayStation exclusive. Indiana Jones, Xbox exclusive.
Right.
Yeah.
What if they literally just reskinned the game?
It would not be surprising. Troy Baker is playing Indiana Jones in it, which Troy Baker's in every video game.
Surely there are other actors out there.
I don't think so. But he's a good choice for Indy, I think. But it's funny you bring up Uncharted. He's also one of the main characters in one of the Uncharted games. So
Right.
That's true.
while we're on the Pedro Pascal news, because
Right on.
he's actually not under contract for more Mandalorian. He's done.
Really?
Yeah, he probably will come back.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like 2
It's
hours.
money.
2 hours of voice work.
It's money that you don't even have to show up for.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are done showing that guy's face.
Right.
But we've talked about it before. We're going to probably talk about it again. He's the new rumored lead for Reed Richards. I think he's too old.
I think he's a little old. I think also if you have the ability to stretch yourself, you wouldn't stay that jowly all the time. I mean,
keep
and
the skin
I'm saying that as someone who's pretty jowly. You know, if I could stretch my head and give myself a thinner head, I'd do it all the time.
How likely is it with the casting of Reed Richards that his children will be in this, or the casting of Pedro Pascal in this movie, that Reed's children will be in this movie?
I think definitely. If I had to guess which Fantastic Four they're going to do, like which run they're going to base it on, just because they seem to really lean into the Audi's Marvel, it'll be Jonathan Hickman's run, and Reed's kids and a group of other like superhero kids play heavily into that. So I think definitely.
Yeah, when you like first introduced the idea of Reed Richards' kids, like, what is that about? It's the Fantastic Four, not other people. And then I'm like, hang on a second, I don't have any opinions about the Fantastic Four because they haven't been relevant the whole fucking time that I've been alive. And so I suspect that most moviegoers are probably going to be like me in that they have literally no expectations coming in. Like, they don't need it to be any particular way as long as it's entertaining. So yeah, totally. If that's a good story, then go for it.
It's not like it's completely some later day bullshit. The original creators of the Fantastic Four gave them their first child, so like it's on brand. But yeah, I don't know. I do feel like I like this guy, but I feel like he's a little old.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of work.
Yeah.
And I don't think
with that face, isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
I mean, this is the third thing we've talked about him on our news podcast.
Correct. He's in. You're right. Probably, if this is true, and he's in the MCU, I mean, arguably the three biggest kind of ongoing things right now between Last of Us and Star Wars and Marvel, and I'm not down on Pedro Pascal, but it just seems like a lot.
Yeah,
he's got a good agent.
Well,
yes.
I mean, the thing I'm wondering though, then if you cast him, you're not going to be able to cast, like, in 2024, a 24-year-old hot girl as Sue Storm.
No, I think it's going to be Vanessa Kirby. I'm not sure exactly how old Vanessa Kirby is, but she's been in movies for a decade now.
Right.
Got to be north of 30, I think, which is still probably 15 years younger than Pedro Pascal.
Yeah. That's Hollywood standard, though.
Yeah.
Who's the chick from Gone Girl? Who was the Gone Girl?
Oh, my God.
She was in that one Bond movie.
Yep. What is her name?
As soon as you said it, it went for my brain.
I could have told you if you didn't ask me.
Exactly the same.
Well, if Pedro Pascal is
God, I can see her
is
face.
Reed Richards, I think she should be Sue Storm.
They're
Rosamund Pike.
Yes,
There we go.
Rosamund
How do you
Pike.
forget a name like that?
I know.
It's like a made-up name.
I think they're appropriate levels of attractiveness to the two of them.
Yeah.
I mean, the other cast that's, again, there was cast come in groupings. This grouping has been this for a long time now, probably 3 or 4 months, which is Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm.
Right.
And then cousin from The Bear as the Thing. And that's a great fucking cast. If that's what it ends up being, great.
Sure.
Pedro Pascal's the one little note. And it's not because I think he's bad. It's just because
he's just in all the things.
He's just in everything.
Yeah.
Right. And then finally, we found out who our big bad of the Superman... Well, maybe. We don't know he's a big bad. We just know he's in it. Lex Luthor, played by Nicholas Hoult.
Yeah.
I think it's a great fucking choice.
Look, I'm also on board with the great, even though I've still never finished the second season.
You didn't finish the second season?
No.
I haven't finished the third season.
Okay. He's got his place and his time. I don't think it's far enough from the Jesse Eisenberg to play for me. I'm not saying it's going to be close. I just think I don't think he can be that menacing. We're going to find out, but...
I mean, the thing is, it's underwhelming casting, but so was Heath Ledger.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
You know,
Yeah.
I trust James Gunn. And the thing is, we don't know if he's the big bad, because really Lex Luthor can be supporting cast.
Yeah.
Like, he can be there, like, you know, in the background, needling, pulling strings, and not actually be the bad guy.
The reason why I am really excited about him is I do think he can do menacing, but I also have a feeling he's going to be very kind of, well, it's both a worry and an exciting thing. I think he's going to be closer to Gene Hackman than he is Jesse Eisenberg.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I worry it's going to go too much into that realm, but I also feel like I would have taken a little bit more Gene Hackman and Jesse Eisenberg's interpretation of Lex Luthor. Like, I hate that Jesse Eisenberg.
One thing I will say about the Batman versus Superman, Lex Luthor, I hated the idea that he was like a tech bro at the time, but man, was that ahead of its time.
Sure.
Do we hate anybody more than tech bros now?
Yeah.
I mean, I hate it mostly because Zack Snyder watched Social Network and thought,
Yeah, exactly.
that's an idea.
I've never had an original idea.
Yeah. Again, I'm going to go team better than Transformers, Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. And if I got to eat crow, I'll eat crow. But
Yeah.
I feel pretty confident.
I am Switzerland on Nicholas Hoult. I don't like or dislike him, but like I said, I trust James Gunn, so I think it'll probably be okay.
This movie's going to have so many fucking people in it.
I really think a lot of them's just going to be... It's going to be like Suicide Squad, where there was that huge cast, but so many of the people were in it for like 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
We can only hope, because it really should be a Superman movie.
Right.
Yeah. I don't have anything else.
Yeah. So that's the news?
That's the news.
That's the news.
Oh, yeah.
What have we been watching the last week or so, guys? Before we get into that, we got an email from our old pal Susie after our best of 2023 with her best of 2023. All right, so we got a list from Susie for her best movies, which in order, I think, are Taylor Swift Eras Tour. Not quite a movie, but hey, you know, whatever floats your boat. Dungeons and Dragons, Wonka.
I hear
Never
it's
saw
great.
it.
I hear it's great.
I hear it's good. Anyone But You, Barbie,
Yeah.
Wish, and No Hard Feelings.
I want to watch No Hard Feelings so bad, but Sarah won't watch it because there's a girl in it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I feel like there should be more movies like that. I
Yeah.
like raunchy comedies. I
Yeah.
don't know why I haven't watched it yet. I feel bad about that. But also, it feels creepy watching alone.
Yes.
You know,
That's the biggest reason I haven't watched it, because I feel like if I tell people I watched it, all they're going to be is to be like, you just want to see J-Law's tits. And I'd be like, no, I promise. I just wanted to watch the movie, but...
I mean, that's a false
the
premise.
thing is,
the internet exists.
it's
you know what I'm saying?
2024. You don't have to wonder what.
I
anyone's
agree
thinking.
with you. I'm telling you what my fear is that people would say.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
I could have seen the scene already.
I'm arguing with the people you're arguing with, not you.
Susie also sent her husband's top picks of the year, which are Mission Impossible, Oppenheimer, and Guardians of the Galaxy 3. But their collective agreed worst was My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3. But that's on you for even seeing it, honestly.
Right. Yeah. Unbelievable that was made.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it probably cost like $4 million.
Right.
Yeah.
And most of that was plane tickets to get to Greece.
I just don't know why, after as little as they spent on the first one and how much money it made, why any of those people in My Big Fat Greek Wedding would ever work again.
Yeah.
I would sit home and watch TV.
Yeah.
I actually have some listener feedback for Joseph specifically from Sarah. She wanted me to tell you that she loves your millionaire sniper idea.
Okay, great.
Yeah, she thinks...
Billionaire.
Billionaire. That's right, billionaire sniper. She thinks that's the best idea she's heard in years.
I like it. But yeah, thank you to Sarah and Susie for sending in your opinions, and also full credit to you, Susie. I feel like a lot of these things on your list are things that I was like, yeah, I'd like to go see that in theaters, and then I just didn't.
Yeah.
So I appreciate
Maybe
you.
Susie should do this
Maybe
podcast.
Susie should do this podcast. So now that you've had time to prepare, Christian, what have you been watching?
I had to look it up because I forgot what it was called. I watched an anime film called Maboroshi.
Yes, how was it?
It's terrible.
No.
It's not that bad, but it's lost.
Yeah.
It's lost.
Right.
There's a smoke monster. There's a time loop storyline. They might be in purgatory. They might be dead, which, pause, they're not dead or purgatory lost. All that shit happened on the island.
Right.
Christian Shepherd literally says it in the last episode. It's real. It all happened. I don't know why that's still a debate on the internet. But in this one, they might be in purgatory and they might be dead. So it's very Losty. I don't know why half of it, it's way more like complicated than it needs to be.
So it still sounds like Lost.
Yeah, in that regard, sure. The problem is Lost, I think that's the driving force of that show, is just the water cooler talk.
Yeah.
Right.
Like 9 people are going to watch this,
Yeah.
and so it doesn't need to be that. The general premise is there's this town, and there's this steel mill right by a mountain, and it blows up one day, and when it blows up, time stops.
Right.
No explanation, just happens. And there's no like indicator exactly how, but people still go about their like day-to-day lives, and it doesn't really tell you like exactly how long it is, but it's kind of like 10 years of them just kind of being stuck in this one moment.
Right.
And there's like a random girl that pops up, and of course they have to figure out the secret to this girl being there is the secret to why they're in the time loop, and they have to figure it out. And it's all mushy, and it's very much the anime trope of love saves the day and all that, and it generally is fine. But I think if it had just been that, like, I don't know why the smoke monster's in it. I don't know what purpose that serves. Like, if it had just been, for some reason, the steel mill blows up, but we're stuck in a time loop. How do we get out of it? Oh, there's a strange person. She shouldn't be here. Let's figure it out. I think that's a much simpler plot. Would have been a much tighter movie. I would have much preferred it. I also tried to watch Bubbles. Have you heard of this?
Yeah, well, I want to say before you leave that one, that one is written, Mabaroshi is written and directed by Marioka, who I really like. She's primarily a writer, but has directed Whisker Away, which I also really like.
Yeah, Whisker Away's good.
And I like her because I think she's got like good character writing in like the small moments, not like the big performative bits, but like the in-betweeny parts. But so I'm bummed to hear that it wasn't great, but I'm still probably going to watch it.
Again, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to say probably worse than Transformers.
Yeah.
It's definitely shorter than Transformers,
Sure.
So I'll probably watch it again first. And then I watched Bubbles, I watched purely because it's Studio Wit. And I was like, big fan of those guys. And let me tell you, like Neo Japan cyberpunk parkour movie, not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
It's a very like it just, every word you say gets smaller and smaller, the audience.
Right.
And let me tell you, a movie where parkour is the central theme is not for very it's not for very many people.
Particularly not in 2024.
Yeah, it was about 22 minutes for
Right,
me, and
right.
then I'm like, I'm tapping out. I don't give a shit about this anymore. So, Bubbles, worse than Transformers.
I've learned a similar lesson where I was like, oh, I like the studio. Maybe I should watch all of the things that they make. But
Yeah.
the studio does not a good series or movie make.
Well, I watched the trailer, and I was like, not into it. Looks pretty, but I like the studio. I'll give it a shot. And then, no. But now I'm getting a lot of anime, though, because I watched fucking Neon Genesis last week, so it's feeding me again. So.
Also, wasn't one of Paul Walker's last movie like a parkour action movie?
Yes, it was.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, it's 2008, dude. Like, we thought parkour was going to be a big deal.
I mean, that was right on time when it did that. This is very late.
Yeah. That's it for me.
Do you guys do the Wordle?
I do the Wordle.
Sometimes.
Okay, then you're going to help me. There's a debate in my household.
Okay.
Sarah started doing the Wordle. She got me to start doing the Wordle.
You're like 3 years behind.
I know I am.
least,
Well, I'm
yeah.
a hermit.
Yeah.
What I do every time is I play the same first word every time.
I do that as well.
Okay, so see, it's a solid strategy. The word I've picked is penis. Because I think it's a fun word.
Yep.
It starts me off fun. But also, except for N, every letter in that's kind of a Wheel of Fortune banger.
No. All four, besides
P.
No, besides I, right? Is
Oh,
it-
and I.
is
RSTLNE.
RSTLNE. So you're just getting the 3.
Yeah.
Still,
Yeah.
I think solid word. That's
Yes.
not my. I'm not sharing my word.
And the thing that her argument against it is that, well, you'll never get it on the first try because it's never going to be penis. But my argument is getting on the first try is not high score. That's just luck. You don't have
It is luck. You're right.
You don't have a
Second
clue.
guess is technically.
Second guess
Yeah.
is high score.
First off, I love the idea that you have like a secret word that you won't tell anybody.
I have two. I start with the same first two words. Even if I get letters on the first word, I do the second word.
But yeah, I'm the opposite way. I think variety is the spice of life. I like to just come up. I try to go find like good first words that have popular letters, but I try to find different variations just because why not?
I love Wordle. Do you play Quordle?
No, I've not done Quordle. No.
Just
I have
four
also
words
done Quordle.
at the same time.
Oh, right on. No,
Yeah.
I've not done that. Also, I completely missed a whole season of Sunny. You guys know how much I love Sunny.
Yeah.
I remember being excited that was coming out, and then I just missed it. And me and Sarah had been talking about the Time's Up episode of Sunny, which if you haven't watched, it's fucking brilliant. But so I was going to watch that, and I was like, oh shit, there's a whole season of this. 8 episodes, real tight season. Every single one of them are bangers. Probably the one you guys would want to watch the most is Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul guest star in an episode. And it starts seeming like what every episode of Sunny is, which is these, 5 awful people just annoying the fuck out of these 2 people. But it turns out that these people are just as annoying and insecure as them. And it's a great episode. Also, there's the last episode of the season, Dennis takes a mental health day. I really want someone young to watch because I want to see if they like it as much as me, but for different reasons. Because the whole episode is just Dennis's old man rage. It's him just trying to fucking do things, and like you have to download an app to order, and then him losing his fucking mind. And I think if you're probably 22, it's funny to watch this old man lose his mind, whereas me, it's funny because I relate to the old man.
I like that at this table. I think we're all old men at heart. We're just waiting to get there.
right. Yeah, even though
I don't feel like you're talking to the right audience at this table.
No, 100%. I'm talking to other people because even though you guys are younger than me, I don't feel it. You know what I'm saying? But there's one part where he's trying to explain a very simple problem about his rental car to someone operator on the other end, and he just can't get anyone to understand it. And I had a similar thing with FedEx recently where the tracking number they've given us does not work. It was the wrong tracking number. But you can't find, you can't change anything about the order without the tracking number. And I talked to like 8 people and no one can understand. But you gave me the wrong tracking number. If there's nothing on the other end of this tracking number, and this is the tracking number associated with my package, then what am I supposed to do? And it ended with finally, I just asked one person, "Are you trying to drive me insane?" like, how can you not understand what I'm saying? So, as always, it's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, better than Transformers. Maybe might be my favorite show ever.
How do they just keep going?
I know, right?
I don't know. I mean, particularly. Again, this season was all bangers. The last 2 seasons had been hit and miss, but they were really back in it this time.
That's pretty cool. You talk about Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul. My wife got pretty excited showing me an Instagram thing of like a person that she knew who was at like a rooftop bar who met Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul and like talked to them. And I think she was excited to show it to me because of like, oh, look, hey, somebody met Aaron Paul and Bryan Cranston, and that's like a cool thing that happened. Right. But in my heart, I'm like, oh, it's so sweet that Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul are just hanging out on a rooftop.
That's all they do.
I love it. That makes me so happy.
On my feed, some article came up that said the celebrity couple of Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul needs to break up, and I immediately blocked that fucking
the shit
site.
out of that. Yeah. You don't need that kind of negativity.
I really do think Bryan Cranston's a cool dude, though, because there was like a longtime soap veteran who died this year. He played Doug on Days of Our Lives, and apparently Bryan Cranston was a 3-day guest star on Days of Our Lives one time, and he just completely shit the bed. Because it was like a thing where he was stepping into a role that someone else plays for 3 days. And he just had a lot of nice things about how much like that actor helped him get through it and how nice and supportive he was. And I was like, man, this guy doesn't have to give a shit about anybody on Days of Our Lives anymore. So Bryan Cranston, better than Transformers.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
No arguments there. So honestly, spurred on by the impending arrival of you guys at my house, I finished Maestro.
Oh, wow.
Look.
You said it was going to be better than Oppenheimer. I want you to remember that.
Did I say that?
You did.
Fuck, I hate being wrong about shit.
I love making swings like that, though. I've done so many of them in my life.
It's like, it should be such catnip, especially for you and me, Christian. It feels made for us. But it's not good,
right?
God, and that's like, I meant to bring this up. It was going to come up when Oppenheimer came up again. I realized I don't dislike Oppenheimer. I think it's better than Transformers. I think I dislike what Oppenheimer does to Christian because it gives me a glimpse of the future Christian that I think can happen. The guy that just reads World War II novels all the time,
bro, it's already happening.
That's what I'm afraid of that, and I don't like this facet of him. But anyway,
you should see my bedside table right now.
Read some more fantasy books, Christian.
Oh man.
But yeah, look, it's fine. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. It's got
Carey Mulligan in it. Catnip.
What I didn't remember about this movie was that it was like written and directed by Bradley Cooper. Yes. So I knew he was in it.
With the permission of Steven Spielberg.
But for sure, like, everything that went right for him in A Star Is Born went way to his head. There are way too many, what I would, in quotes, say, bold choices made in this movie that just make it seem like an expensive student film.
Right.
It's no good. And I want to be shitty about, like, Bradley Cooper and it's like 6 years to fucking learn how to move a stick around and whatever. But what I've realized is Bradley Cooper might just be Hollywood's greatest feminist because he's mostly just there to provide a platform and a spotlight to the women who act better than him next to him. He did it for Lady Gaga, and again, despite the fact that he's been spending the greater part of a decade preparing to embody Leonard Bernstein. Every single scene that Carey Mulligan is in, she just way steals the spotlight. Yeah. She acts circles around him, and I mean, there's a lot of capital A acting in this in general. But it's way more tolerable from Carey Mulligan. I think she does a way better job. But it's fine. I think it is shorter than Transformers, but it felt so fucking long.
It seems long.
Probably because no robots blew up.
I don't know, bro. It might be worse than Transformers.
I think his next movie he's doing with Will Arnett, which is about like his struggle with addiction, and I want to be like, that's the movie you should have made. Like this time, that's the movie that's going to get it for you. Is a movie that's like real personable about a real story you went through and all like that. But this one just seems like you're trying too hard, and that's just purely from the trailer.
Also, I think as a public figure, as all actors are, I feel like it's a bold choice to if it's a behind the scenes director, or if it's just some part of like the costuming or makeup department. When they're like, make the nose bigger, like you can get away with that. But Bradley Cooper has to go to every single one of these award ceremonies and junkets and whatever, and be like, no, I made the nose bigger. I looked at me and was like, not big enough. Anyway, worse than Transformers, Maestro. Also, this week was the last episode of Fargo, which you guys are both fucking up not watching.
I've not watched one episode yet. Sarah's been gone for like 2 weeks.
So. I know they just released the first episode of the new True Detective. I don't feel like I need to watch it because I feel like I've just had that itch scratched. It is, it depends on who you ask. I'm a firm believer that the first season is the best season. For me, it goes, actually, does it go 1, 2, 3, 4? I think it does go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Of True Detective?
Sorry, no. Go back to Fargo. I think it does go 1, 2, 3, 4 for me as far as like in order of quality.
Oh man,
I know you love 2. Fuck off. But I do think this one is probably the second best that they've put out. It's very, very good. What's your opinion?
No, I'm just going to say that if I want to describe our podcast in one in its sentence, it would be, I know you like number 2. Fuck off.
Just shut up.
I mean, for me, it's 2, 1, 4, 3.
What the fuck? The one with Chris Rock?
Yeah, I like it better than the Ewan McGregor one.
What?
And I like the Ewan McGregor one. I want to be clear. I like that one a lot, but I like the Chris Rock one better.
Oh, boy. That was I don't even know. It's down on the list, but somehow it still offends me.
Speaking of Fargo, the Coen brothers announced they've begun writing their next movie together.
Together.
Thank God, man.
Yeah.
Thank God. Whatever little spat you guys had, I'm glad you're right.
We had talked about it previously. There have been rumors, but they were like, no, like we're actually like writing the movie right now. So it's going to happen.
The thing about the new True Detective I am interested in is a lot of people are comparing it to The Thing, and I'm like, okay.
I mean, that sounds pretty fun.
I'm on board with that.
You're just never going to recapture the magic.
Is there anybody who's as like revered and loved so much as John Carpenter, who never made a fucking dollar off of anything that he's ever made?
Oh, it's particularly everything he's made that's beloved.
Yeah.
Is the stuff that didn't make money. Like
Yes.
Christine made a hell of a lot of money, and nobody cares about Christine. Yeah, today was the closest I came to rejoining social media because there was Sarah was showing me where somebody she follows were having a debate on the best winter movies. Nobody said Fargo, and nobody said The Thing.
That's fucking
and
crazy.
I'm like, what is wrong with you fucking people?
I mean, just because there's snow, does that make them... I guess it does make them winter movies.
I mean, I can't think of a more wintry movie. I mean,
I'm just saying, in The Thing, it probably snows there all the time.
right. Well, that's true. That's a good point. It could be July. Though.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Fargo, I agree with you.
Right.
I've started backtrack, but yeah.
Got to check the tape on that one.
I don't know. I don't remember exactly where it takes place. The Thing.
I'm like, is it Antarctica? Is it Alaska?
Yeah, is it Antarctica? Because if it's Alaska, wouldn't be the case. But it might be Antarctica.
But anyways, what were you saying
I don't
about
fucking
Fargo
remember.
season?
We
It
went on.
doesn't fucking matter. It's really good. It's way better than Transformers. Again, it's very close to as good as the first season if you love the first season as much as I do. Highly could not recommend it enough.
John Hamm, Juno Temple.
Look, there are a lot of weird people in this.
Yeah.
John Hamm is supposed to be like the epitome of like Texas libertarian Trumper,
Right.
Toxic masculinity, whatever. And for a long time, I didn't buy it, just because he does have kind of a dumb, goofy face, and he does always seem kind of cuddly to me,
Right.
And I don't really know why. But there's this one scene where they do a long tracking shot of him after he's just like gone to like this public event and gotten embarrassed,
Right.
And it's just him like walking away by himself, and just like you can see it in his eyes. He's like, I'm a man, I don't cry. I'm a man, I don't cry. This isn't my fault, god damn it.
Right.
And I was like, oh no, you know what? This might be the right guy for this.
Right.
It's again, great show. Better than Transformers. But I think that's it for this week.
Sounds great.
Do we know what we want to do next week? I know the answer is no. Is there any movies that are good?
No, there's no movies out.
We can all do Mabaroshi.
God, it would be a miracle if we could talk. I mean, knowing us, we could find 20 minutes on it.
Yeah. I know there's something that came out recently. The Jake Johnson one. Have you guys not seen this? Okay, well, maybe we won't do it. But it's Jake Johnson is a character in the movie who gets picked up by real-life Andy Samberg, who is not a character in the movie,
Right.
who enlists him in this like killing game for rich people, where he has to be with someone all the time where people will hunt him and kill him. But he doesn't know who's trying to hunt him and kill him. Anyway, it looks good to me. I kind of want to watch it.
He teams up with another girl who's playing the game, and they're like together all the time or something, yeah.
And this is free?
It's on Hulu.
Okay, I have Hulu. I can do that.
Sure, sounds good.
Well, maybe that.
We'll
Text me and remind me the name of it, because I've already forgotten.
But yeah, that's it for this week. Thank you guys for listening. Please rate, subscribe, tell your friends about the podcast. If you want to get in touch with us, tell us your favorite movies of 2023 still. I still enjoy those. Or any of the news things that we missed, or stuff about the news that we didn't talk about. You can reach us at realphonies@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter at realphonies, and Instagram at real_phonies. Thanks, Zach Evans, for our and Brian Velasquez for our theme. We'll see you guys later.
Later.
I was just thinking about, for some reason, World's Greatest Dad, and I remember talking about it on our
Dude, I see it all the time.
our Dear Evan Hansen episode, but I was like, what the fuck did I say about it? So I went back to find it, but then I was like, I don't remember where it is in the episode, so I ended up just listening to the whole episode. And when I got through, I was like, this is a pretty good podcast.
We should be bigger.
This is pretty entertaining.